What up, guys? Today's video is going to be about how I got my name, or how I chose my name. Uh, okay, so my name is Rhett, R-H-E-T-T. That's how you spell it. It is from the movie or the book Gone with the Wind. If you've never seen it, you should totally do it. Check it out. It's a great movie. Definitely a classic. Although you should definitely set aside some time to watch it because it's not exactly short. It's about 4 hours long. So if you got the time for it, I suggest you make time for it. If you don't, to watch that. It's a great movie. I love it. It's definitely my favorite for sure. I can watch that thing over and over again. I love it. Well, that's where my name comes from. Shit. Okay, so originally I was going to have my parents pick my name. I felt it was only right. I really wanted them to be a part of my transition in any way. So I told them, you guys name me. I want you to be the ones that pick my new name. They weren't very helpful, but not intentionally. They didn't really know what to say. So I remember asking my mom, and she just said, "Well, I'm just gonna name you after your dad." I was like, "Well, that's cool." And I remember asking my dad, "Is that okay? Are you cool with me taking your name?" And he's like, "Well, I don't care. I mean, you're the one that's gonna have it. So I mean, do you want it?" There were no help. So they had really no other options. So I was like, "Well, fuck it. If I'm gonna pick my name, I'm gonna pick my name. If it's gonna be my choice ultimately, then I'm gonna be the one to pick it." So I did. I had a few names in mind. I kind of reviewed all the names that I liked growing up, and came to a decision with the help of my friends. I guess we'll just go through all the names that I had as options. So I knew when I was about 4 or 5, I knew that I was trans. I mean, I didn't know that that's what it was called, but I knew I didn't feel right in the body that I was in. So around that time, I had really gotten attached to the name Max. I liked the name Max, and I really wanted to be called Max. I really wanted my name to be Max at that age. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, but Max was the name. That was the name. And then about like 7 to about maybe 10 or 11, I was really hooked on the name Derek. That one was because I'd watched the movie The Swan Princess, and the prince in that movie, his name was Derek. I don't know why, but I really liked it, and I was kind of hooked on that for a while. And then when I got to high school, I was really into James Dean. I learned about him. I watched his documentary with my dad, and I watched the James Dean story. So I was really into James Dean, and I love the name Dean. So Dean was kind of stuck with me for a while. And then by the time I got to high school, for whatever reason, the Theodore came to mind, and I liked the idea of being called Teddy. So Theodore was definitely my number one pick while I was in high school. I definitely thought about that name a lot. That was actually the more recent name that I had in my mind at the time of choosing a new name. But in the end, Rhett actually just kind of came up. It hit me. I don't know why I thought about it, but it did. And I thought it'd be cool to keep my initials the same, because my initials are R.O. So I figured that'd be cool just to keep it the same. Make things easier for me until I get it legally changed, when I sign off on stuff. And, R.O. I mean, my signature's kind of half-assed anyway, so you wouldn't even know. So I stuck with that, Rhett. I told my friends, they were like, "Yeah, man, that's cool." No one's got it, the birth name that I have now, it's not common, but it's also not unheard of. I mean, people have heard of it, but it's kind of one of those, like, how many people do you know with this name kind of things. And that's kind of how I feel about Rhett. It's not necessarily unheard of. It's just not very common at all. It's definitely one of those names like, you're probably the only person with that name that I know. That's kind of what I like. I kind of got the same dynamic going with my name. And legally I don't have a middle name, but I thought I'd get one. Gonna change my name. Fuck it, I'm gonna go all the way out, right? So I decided initially on Ryan. Ryan was the combination I went with. Rhett Ryan. But then my sister had pointed out to me, she's like, "It kind of sounds like a barbecue stand, like the name for a barbecue joint." I was like, "Oh, well, maybe not." So I didn't go with Ryan. I was actually stuck with that for a while, and then I changed it. And I figured, well, fuck it, I just take my dad's name. I'll make carry on my dad's name in some way. So I decided to go with my dad's name as my middle name still. So I was thinking Rhett Raimundo. And up until about maybe 6, 7 months ago, I was down with that. That's what my name was going to be legally when I got it changed. That's what it was going to be. But then I got the money to actually get my name changed, and I was thinking about it, and then it kind of hit me like, what if I don't go with Raimundo? I asked my friends, I was like, what do you got? How do you, what do you guys feel about it? And not what, but how do you guys feel about it? And I threw out another option. Theodore just kept coming back to me, so I said, what about Theodore, Rhett Theodore? And Theodore won in the end. I really love the idea of being called Teddy. No one actually calls me that. I feel like no one's actually acknowledged that I've decided on that, which is cool. I mean, I go by Rhett, which is fine with me. Obviously, that's the preferred name. But I'm down for whatever. I mean, if somebody wants to call me Teddy, I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you. But yeah. So that's how I got my name. That's how I chose it. It's definitely probably the weirdest name for me. Looking at me, I don't look like a Rhett. I don't think I do, anyways. I mean, maybe now that I've had the name for so long, it fits me. But I think as someone looking at me new, it's interesting to hear the name one and then to see it on me. It's like, what? Especially at work, a lot of people think. I mean, I am Hispanic, but a lot of people think that I speak Spanish, that I'm like, like really like Mexican, and they start going off, and then they see my name, they look at me, and I'm like, I don't know Spanish, and then they're all kinds of confused, and some people get mad about it. So I don't know. I think it's so funny that I look as ethnic as I do, but my name is like super white, Rhett Theodore. What are you gonna do? But yeah, so that's how I got it. Again, if you have any questions about it, if you like this video, let me know. Leave a comment below. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandma. I don't care. Again, if there's anyone who wants to just talk to me, get to know me, be friends, I'm cool. I'm down for whatever. Just let me know.